with some spare parts, but they were new spare parts. It's called a Partscaster. It's not any particular maker of guitar like a Fender or an Ibanez or a BC Rich or anything of that nature. But the parts are real name brand parts. And I built this about 2.5 years ago. And I'm just doing a quick refresh on it. I was showing it to a prospectable buyer the other day. They liked it, but they kind of wanted to lowball me on the price, so I said no. They knew coming here, looking at the guitar, the price was firm, but they asked anyway. And then a friend picked it up and played it today for a little bit, so it's been sitting out for about 2 weeks on a stand. So it's a little bit dusty and a little bit fingerprinted, so I'm just going to kind of give it a quick little polish and check all the nuts, bolts, screws, and washers, and give it a little tune tweak. And that's it. But it's a real cool piece. So let's just get right into it. And here it is. The body is a genuine Warmoth body. It's a fairly expensive body. It's real nice, painted black. And then what I did was I sanded down some of the edges, and I kind of gave some purple painted contours on it, and some purple and sun paint on the headstock. It's got a really nice like quadruple layer perloid pick guard, 3 EMG active pickups, and it's got a 3-way switch, but it's a dead man switch too. So if you want to go silent for a sec, it will. So back position is back pickup. It's a 5-position switch. I'm sorry, I got ahead of myself. So back position is back pickup, and then you have second position, which is these 2 pickups, and then the middle, which is all 3, and then the front position is no, second to last is the front pickup, and then all the way up is dead mute. Doesn't have coil tap or anything. And that's it. The neck is a really good quality Warmoth bird's eye maple neck. And then I made a custom, just kind of a alienish looking back plate to it. And then I put a dual position guitar strap point. Instead of having one in the middle, you've got a low one and a high one. And then we have the Spurzl locking tuners, and a Fender American tremolo, and that's pretty much it. It's a cool piece. It's pretty cool. So we'll plug it in, give it a quick test play, and make sure everything is copacetic. That's a little dusty and a little fingerprinted up. I should have put it back right away, but I kind of wanted to leave it out and kind of ogle it and look at it. You know, I hadn't seen it in a while, so it's like drastically out of tune, but we'll double test everything, make sure everything works. Go. Yeah, everything works. The jack is nice and tight. So yeah, it's way out of tune and all that stuff. So yeah, we'll fix her up. because the first guy that came and looked at it, he was like really dive bombing the tremolo. And I almost told him, like, please don't do that, because if you break a string and then don't buy it. And then I almost said that to him, and I thought, well, yeah, whatever. But at any rate. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give it a polish. A polish. A Polish. I'm going to give it a Polish. I'm going to give it a Polish dog. No, I'm not going to give it a Polish dog. I'm going to have Polish dogs tomorrow for barbecue for 4th of July, though. That I'm going to have. I'm going to take the tremolo arm off because. There we go. Tremolo arm off. Now we can kind of see it a little better. My artistic paint that I did is flat, and I hand painted it on there. I didn't spray it. I wanted to be able to see paintbrush lines in it. So that's why I did that. But we'll just give it a quick little, quick little refresh, so I can put it back in the case. And yeah, I'm not going to take pictures of this because I actually already have 2 sets of pictures of this, because I did another refresh on it probably about last Halloween. Somebody came and looked at it, and they had something really gnarly and dirty on their hands. And I always tell people, I give people a 3-minute play limit on guitars, and I always say, please come with clean, freshly washed hands. If you have to stop off at a friggin' McDonald's or somewhere and wash your hands, whatever, please do so. Because I've had people touch guitars, and they really had something freaking gnarly on their hands. Most recently, I showed a guy a guitar. It was a black guitar, another black guitar, and it was like, it took me an hour to repolish the guitar because he had something so greasy and grimy and acidic on his hands that I couldn't freaking get rid of it. And I was like, what the hell was this guy eat a pizza last week and then didn't wash his hands or something? And then he sat and he played the guitar for like 25 minutes, and I only give 3-minute play limit because otherwise people will sit there for an hour and get a free play on a $1,000 guitar, $2,000 guitar, $3,000 guitar, and then look at me and go, okay, thanks, man. And then it's like, you're not gonna buy it? So it's like, okay. So I understand that people need, like, and want to play the instrument they're about to buy. I understand that. But I also figure that if you don't know, you like the way it plays or don't like the way it plays within the first 3 minutes, then you're not going to know in 13 minutes or 33 minutes or 45 minutes or an hour. If you don't know by then you're not going to know. More likely than not. So, thus, this is the second time I'm repolishing this guitar. And I don't mind doing it. I mean, I like polishing on a guitar. I like working on guitars. But, show just a little bit of, respect. You're coming to play a guitar. Don't freaking eat a pizza and then come play my guitar with greasy, grimy, dirty hands. That's not an unreasonable request. I'll put it that way. At least I don't think it's an unreasonable request, especially if it's a freaking black guitar or a particularly expensive guitar. I don't know. It's just common sense. To me, it's common sense. Maybe I'm wrong. Am I really that wrong to say that? I don't think so. I really don't think that I'm that wrong in saying that. But maybe I'm crazy for saying, how dare I want somebody who comes and plays a guitar of mine to, you know, not sit there and play it for 45 minutes with dirty hands and then look at me and hand me the guitar back and say, no thank you, and then get up and leave. I've had people do that before. So, yeah. It is what it is, and that's what it is. Is what it is, and that's what it is, what it is, what it is, what it is. Do I really need to redo the action on this thing? It's kind of a little high. No, I think it's fine. It might be a little high, but I think it's okay. I don't know. So, that being said, I don't think I'm unreasonable in that. I really, really, truly don't think I am just so unreasonable. How dare I? I've had a lot of people agree with me and be like, yeah, you know, if somebody doesn't know they like the guitar, how it plays within the first few minutes, then they don't need to sit there and play it for a half hour, 45 minutes. And I've had lots of people do that. Freaking sit there and just, you know, play and 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 play. Me, I can pick up a guitar and within 30 seconds, I know if I like the playability of it. Plain, pure, and simple. Maybe in 1 minute if I really, really need to sit and just like ponder it. But other than that,
Our doctor has found some genetic fragments in my DNA, which could be part of an alien genetic structure.
Yes, those are your Teresian genes. They're becoming active. We'd be happy to provide your doctor with some DNA samples for comparison.
What I want to know is how I could have gotten them.
You were conceived here.
so, yeah, you know, that being said, it's,
And taken to Earth to be implanted in the womb of an Earth woman.
My mother. What did you do to her?
again, I absolutely categorically understand that people want to pick up a guitar and feel it and play it and look at it and ogle it and decide if they want it. 100% understandable. Absolutely. I don't disagree with that in any way, shape, or form. But there is a such thing as people that go around and they're just want a free, what's called a free play. It's like somebody who goes car shopping and looks at a $80,000 Mercedes and they work at Walmart part-time and couldn't afford that $80,000 Mercedes unless, one, they either won the lottery or I don't know what. Anyway, that being said, oh, okay, we'll put this sucker on its side, and then the back of the neck has a satin finish. I'll put a very light, just kind of a clean polish on that, just for the sake of saying I did. But this guitar came out pretty darn good when I first built it, a couple of years ago. I mean, it came out pretty nice, and I've always gotten a lot of good compliments on it. So there is that. But as soon as I'm done with this tonight, after this video, back in the case it goes. simple as that. Because again, I don't need to take pictures of this because I already got 2 sets. So I don't need to triple up on pictures of it. I could for the sake of it, but I'm not going to. I don't need to. I don't need to go that wild with it. But as I always say, black is a very cool color, but it's a very unforgiving color, and it shows every little imperfection and speck of dust and fingerprint and just anything and everything. It just does. It's just craziness.
It's a defense mechanism we've programmed into all our children.
Are the Nazari likely to attack us again when we leave your space?
I think eventually they'll tire of waiting for you to come out. In the meantime, I'd advise you to simply stay here for a while.
And tighten this strap button just a tiny bit, just for the sake of doing it.
Our written language is very complicated. I can teach it to you if you're interested. Spice Tatana. I prepared it myself. Terry, try some.
I'd like to find out if I have any relatives. Maybe talk to my biological parents.
And I'll show you the back of the headstock, the side of the headstock where I painted it. I just painted it purple, and I put kind of a little, like a sun, you know, an old-fashioned sun shape on it. It's pretty cool. I like it. I'm not going to put any more or extra polish on the back of this because it's a satin, kind of a semi-gloss satin finish. I just want to clean up the fingerprints and stuff that my friend left behind and the other guy left behind. So that's all. That's as far as I'm going to go with that. And again, these are Spurzl locking tuners. They're pretty darn cool. I'm not necessarily a big proponent of locking tuners. You guys know why. I've spoken about it many times. But they're kind of cool. I don't know. I put them on there just kind of because I had them. You know. Okay, so I'll show you my artwork on the back of the headstock. Right there, where you see the purple. I'll try and get it dead center of the just with a hand paint, kind of a latex paint. And I painted kind of a purple splotch with a sun, kind of a purple flame. And then the back of the edge of the headstock, same way. And then kind of wrapped around with the sun and kind of purple flame. And you can see the Spurzl locking tuners. So there you have it on that. Pretty cool. I like this guitar. Again, I built this. I had some spare parts, a bunch of spare parts, and I was like, I looked at this box of spare parts, and I'm going, I have this body, I have this neck, I have tuners, I have screws, I have a nut, I have a string tree, I have a loaded pick guard, a Fender tremolo, a jack, some strap buttons, a back plate. Why don't I just slap it all together for a Partscaster? And I did. And I have this up for sale. It's $550. If you were to have this guitar built with all the parts, it's going to cost you probably about $650, $750. Because this is just a beautiful bird's eye maple neck, and then, you know, all the parts. So it's pretty cool. I like it. I'm digging on this guitar. So pretty cool. Okay, that being said, I will plug it back in and kind of tune it back up again. I think the action's fine. I'm not gonna mess with the action. It's already pretty well set, so I'm not gonna deviate the. Yeah, what's that? I'm not gonna deviate the. Action height or the intonation because it's already set. So there is that. Okay. I might polish on it again. No, we'll see. We'll see. Not very far off from tune, but it's off. Okay, well there you have it. There we have it. That didn't take long to tune it. It wasn't very far off to begin with. So. That being said, it is fresh, refreshed, and refreshed again, and basically ready to go. Oh my goodness. Oh, back in the case. When I'm done with this video, I'll repolish the tremolo arm here a little bit.
Nothing you have to decide right now. Just enjoy yourself while you're here.
Yeah, this guitar's pretty well perfect. It's a cool piece, I tell you that. Right now.
Thanks.
Best believe that.
I agree with you completely, Captain. There's no reason for further hostility between us.
Okay. Ooh, polish. And the reason why I put this different volume knob on there was just to be a little different. You know, I was trying to make the guitar a little bit different. Something you don't see. And I've gotten a lot of compliments on this guitar because of the combination that I used and my purple accents and my artwork on the headstock and the bird's eye maple neck and all that good stuff, and the back plate, you know, my custom cut back plate. I'll show that to you again. This custom shaped cut. I just had a back plate that was kind of rough looking, and I was about to throw it away, and then I was like, nah, you know what, I can cut that into something, just, I don't know, just a shape, and that's what I came up with and put back there. If somebody doesn't like it, I can surely take it off and put just a regular back plate on it if somebody so desires. I mean, you know, I could do that. Let's check the neck, make sure the neck is tight, just for shits and giggles. Yeah, I could tighten it a little bit more. Always tighten the neck a little bit more. I don't like to tighten it to the point of cracking or breaking, but you know, wood expands and contracts, so it's always a good idea just to check it. So yeah, beautiful neck, maple, bird's eye maple. And there's a little flame in it too, so it's kind of a combination of flamed bird's eye. So that's kind of cool. Kind of bitchin', kind of badass. So again, this will go back in the case here in a while. Okay, so you always want to check the retune after you have tightened the neck, because that could change it a little bit, which it didn't. So okay, there you have it, and we refreshed it inside of a half hour, like I said I would. Again, it's just a refresh. So again, this is a Partscaster, Warmoth body, Warmoth flamed and bird's eye maple neck, Spurzl locking tuners. Fender 4-ply Perloid pickguard with EMG active pickups. Tone, volume, 5-way switch with a dead man in it, a dead man switch, and Fender tremolo, Fender jack, Fender strap buttons. And yeah, there you have it. Pretty cool piece, I like it. I do have it up for sale. It's I'm sorry, I take that back. It's $550. I think that is more than fair, considering it's all name brand, high quality parts. You know, it's almost the equivalent of like an American Strat, kind of, sorta, in terms of quality. So there is that aspect of it. You know, I think. So there we have it. It's a cool piece. I always like this guitar. I think it came out pretty good considering I built it from parts. The parts weren't used. They're brand new parts. Brand new neck, brand new tuners, brand new body, brand new tremolo, brand new pickguard, brand new pickups, brand new everything. So everything is brand new. Yeah, I built it 2.5 years ago, but you get the idea. It was built with brand new parts. So there's that aspect of it. So I think I will end this video next commercial on my TV show.
Why did they tie him like that?
And 2 guitars in one night, not bad. I'll put this back. Tomorrow night, 4th of July night. Depending on what's going on with family and stuff, I will do another live stream. I have another acoustic guitar, a Martin Sigma, that I need to finish. The one that I had to get new bridge pins for. So I will finish that one hopefully tomorrow night. Hopefully the bridge pins will be good and work. I'm sure they will. And finish that acoustic up and get that up for sale. Yeah, that other box is over here. So I'm getting in lots of parts for guitars to do this summer. I'm still pulling out project guitars, but I've counted up to 44 project guitars, and I'm still pulling them out and counting them. So I think probably by the end of this month, it's probably going to be at 50 at the very least, and maybe even 60. So those projects should probably carry me through until Halloween time, you know. I almost kind of made this into kind of a semi-Halloween guitar. I was going to put a stripe of orange in this purple and black, because, you know, Halloween's my favorite holiday, so I was going to add a little orange to it, but I thought, meh. I may still do that. I don't know. If the guitar doesn't readily sell, then I might add that orange to it and just keep it for myself. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
But once the virus transferred the DNA into his cells, killing the messenger wouldn't have helped.
Is there any way to determine exactly when he was infected?
Indeed, there is. The transporter buffer performs its own version of a microcellular scan every time someone uses
So again, this is a custom put together Partscaster. Warmoth body. Warmoth flamed bird's eye maple neck. Spurzle locking tuners. Fender 4-ply Perloid pickguard with 3 EMG single coils. 2-tone volume 5-way switch with a Deadman switch in it. And Fender tremolo. And it's pretty cool. It's a pretty darn cool piece.
Here you are. I hope you'll be comfortable here.
Pretty cool piece. Pretty cool piece. Pretty cool piece. I like it. Oh, tomorrow's 4th of July. I'm going to have a huge family barbecue. I've bought many pounds of carne asada, sausages, bratwursts, jalapeno cheese hamburgers, regular hot dogs, red potato salad, macaroni salad, chips, soda, water,
Do you understand?
and we're just gonna have an awesome time tomorrow. Indeed, 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 indeed.
Now close your eyes.
Indeed, 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 indeed. Oh, the nut is a graphite, pre-lubed graphite nut. So there's that on it.
It's like a flowers. It's very soothing.
And again, the spurs are locking tuners. The frets aren't fat frienders, fat frets rather. They're kind of in between. They're not small, but they're not fat. They're not jumbo frets. They're a nice size fret.
Good night, Harry.
Nice size fret.
More to read. I think
So this is gonna go back in the case tonight. Well, gig bag. The price on this is $550, as is. No gig bag. You guys know I don't give gig bags or cases with guitars. Because inevitably somebody wants a gig bag or a case included free. And I can't afford to do that. I'm not a store. So I can't afford to do that. And by the end of the year, I've given away $5,000 in cases and gig bags. I can't do it. I can't afford to do that. I wish I could, but I can't. Well.
it's all right. You were dreaming.
What are you doing here?
We just want to help you relax and enjoy yourself.
Look, I appreciate the offer, but I'd really rather be alone.
I don't believe that. I think you've been spending too many nights alone, Harry.
You've got to stop holding yourself back. I know you have the same natural desires of any Parisian. Now, you're free to act.
Yeah.
Can't
This is a cool piece.
I could try.
When I built this, I could have gone with humbucker single coil, but I don't know. I just I kind of felt like building a 3 single coil guitar at the time,
But that's the reason why you were drawn back home, Harry. To have
but it's got a good sound.
listen to your
It's got a good
instincts.
sound, good tone to it.
Like I told you before, I'm going back to Voyager.
You could never be as valuable to them as you are to us. We need you.
You have a responsibility to your people to pass on your genes to the next generation. If there's anything your Teresian genes have given you, it's a sense of duty and loyalty.
My loyalty is to my crew and my family back home.
You don't belong with them anymore. This is who you are. One of us.
Yeah, you're one of us. You're one of us. You're one of us. Remember that?
Think of Taman. How happy he's been. Let yourself be happy.
It's the right choice, Harry.
So yeah, pretty cool guitar. I like it.
To have.
EMG pickups. Pretty nice, pretty neat.
Maybe this life wouldn't be so terrible.
It will be wonderful. You'll have everything you ever wanted. And a place of honor among your people.
You'll never be alone again, Harry. We'll make sure of that.
Oh my.
Think about my choice.
I know you're attracted to me. There's been a connection between us since the moment you got here.
You're right. I felt it too.
Excuse me. Got the burpees a little bit. And I'm probably going to have either no breakfast or a very, very tiny breakfast. Just like an English muffin or something. Because I'm really looking forward to my barbecue that I'm going to be cooking tomorrow. So I want to be really hungry.
What are you doing?
Well, it's like you said before. This could be exciting. Remember, you both want to make me happy, don't you?
This is some kind of trick.
Sorry about that.
Damn. Alright, so just waiting for the next commercial on my show. And then I'm going to end this video on this guitar.
It's Harry. I'm gonna need your help.
Oh my.
Are you in there?
Oh. I gotta put these wire cutters back in my shop. So I'll do that later, or maybe tonight.
Followed by NYPD Blue.
Okay, everyone, thank you very much for joining me on this pre-Independence Day, 4th of July stream on this guitar, which is just a light refresh on this custom Strat that I built as a Partscaster. Warmoth Strat body, with 3 single coil, a flamed bird's eye maple neck, 24 fret, 3 EMG active pickups, 2-tone volume, Spurzle locking tuners, and a Fender tremolo. Really cool guitar. I always liked this guitar. I just built it from a bunch of parts, and I looked at this part, and I looked at all these parts, and I was going, I can build a guitar with that tonight. And I did that about 2.5 or so years ago. So it is for sale, $550. It's very good quality. I would put it up against any Fender made in Mexico Strat, or even a Fender American Strat. It holds its intonation, it holds its tune. It's a cool piece. So thank you very much for joining me, and we will see you next time, and happy guitaring.